Hey everybody, we're back for round three. We are playing second, so we're taking a look at our hand here, and I think I like it. We have a turn 3 play in Alpine Grizzly and Tuskguard Captain. We have a force away. Pretty happy with it. And our opponent has kept their 7. So they play a forest. We are also going to play a forest. Plains. Perhaps we're up against Abzan. We'll drop our dual land here because we're not going to do a 2-drop. And what's their 3-drop? Is it a morph? It's a Mardu Banner. Pretty happy to see a Mardu Banner. Means that I'm in for a slow game on his side. Let's see. I think we'll just drop the Grizzly here and start maybe getting in for some big damage. So Mardu Banner. Is he 5-color? A Sultai Banner. He must be 5-color. So I think we just swing in. Maybe he has the kill shot, but maybe not. No, we just get in for 4. And then we'll drop a Tuskguard Captain. If he wants to play a big multicolored guy, we can just force away it or Singing Bell strike it. So what's this going to be? A Tusked Colossedon. Yeah, that's going to get force awayed. And I will loot, thank you. Throw that away. Let's bash in for 6 here. Taking him to 10 and then drop a Highland game because we can. If he wants to recast it, we can Singing Bell strike it and get in for 8, taking him to 2. That's what he's going to do. Totally okay with that. Singing Bell strike it. Get in for 8. Take him to 2. He needs to play 3 blockers or untap and play 2 blockers with 1 mana. Yeah, he just ends the game. Looks like he's trying to go for some sort of 5-color something or other, and it just did not work out there for him that time. It could be some sort of weird green ramp into big things, but yeah, it was interesting. Maybe we'll see it to better effect next game. As usual, let's ditch the Dragon Throne, and because he is apparently just playing huge things, let's definitely put in that Disdainful Stroke. And I think we'll just jump back in. Alright, so we are playing second. If his deck is this 5-color ramp thing, he should almost be playing second, I would think. We only have 2 lands. We're a land away from morphing 2 of our cards. I think we'll keep it. We'll maybe a bit greedy, but we'll give it a shot. Swamp comes down. And then a Blood-Soaked Champion. This is going to be a very different match, I think. So we will drop our forest and pass the turn. We drew a Highland game, which at least we can play next turn. Disowned Ancestor. Sure. Let's play the Highland game. I think maybe we'll trade the Highland game for the champion. So what he should have done here is attacked with the Disowned Ancestor. Then with the raid trigger, he could have gotten the Disowned or the Blood-Soaked Champion back this turn. Actually, no, he can just get it back this turn, can't he? Because he attacked with the Blood-Soaked Champion. Yeah, it triggers itself. Makes sense. And buys us a turn to get that land that we desperately needed. What is our best choice of morph? Witness of the Ages would come down a turn later, or we can just try racing him with Jeskai Windscout, which I think might be better. I'd really like to see him outlast that Disowned Ancestor, because I would force away it, just buying me another turn, upping my Jeskai Wind Scout with Prowess. Maybe he didn't submit a deck on time. Maybe that's what his first deck was. I didn't take a... Oh, there's another banner, so who knows. Trying to find reasons for what we saw last game. So another of those Mardu Hate Blades that I hate oh so much. Well. I think what we're going to do is swing in for 2, because we can. Nothing but 1-drops. Weird. Disdainful Stroke doesn't do anything against those. So we could play a Morph. Which might be what I do, actually. Play this Morph that I don't terribly care about. Trade it with the Hate Blade. Just get it offline. And then take another 2. Go to 16, but we're in a 2-for-2 race, so I'm okay with that. He's down to 3 cards in hand. And I still have good stuff. I'm going to need some more lands to get the Loxodon online and to get the Aerialists online. Salt Road Patrol, sure. Pine Walker we can't really use just yet. So I think we're going to attack in for 2. And then we'll drop down the Longshot Squad, which can block and kill the champion. And if he attacks with the Salt Road Patrol, it can block that for this turn as well. I would expect to see some outlasting going on this turn, I would think. Yeah, he's going to outlast that Salt Road Patrol. And he's going to outlast the Disowned Ancestor. And that's going to make both of those pretty big targets for my Force Away. And he's going to play an Archer's Parapet. Alright. Alright. Sure. So I can Force Away and Morph this turn, which is nice. So I will swing in the air for 2. Force Away, make that 3. We don't get to the loot, but that's okay. And then we will morph the Pine Walker and say go. So down comes that Colossadon again. So I could just slam Pine Walker into it. And that might be what I do. Just gets it off the battlefield for me. But I'm not going to do it this turn. I'm just going to swing in for 2 and be a little bit safe. Kind of want to do it on his turn. I could get blown out with Awaken the Bear or something like that. But I hope not. He's got 2 cards in hand. I haven't seen any combat tricks from him. This makes me feel like he has a combat trick since he's blocking it, coming in with that, and I can easily block it. But we'll see. Okay, yeah, just eats the Colossadon. And then he's got the Salt Road Patrol, and he's going to bring back the Blood-Soaked Champion, I imagine. I imagine. Or something else. Tapping on tapping, tapping on tapping. Blood-Soaked Champion. Well, maybe he's really thinking about what this other card is in his hand. Well, there's the black mana for the champion. Yeah, there we go. There's the champion finally on the battlefield. So we can just get in for 2 in the air again. Can't cast the Aerialist just yet, unfortunately. But let's get in for 2 in the air. And then let's just hard cast the Mystic of the Hidden Way. So now I've got 5 coming in that he can't handle. He's only got 1 card in hand. Looks like a big one. 8 mana. We did pass a Doom Blast, but no, it's going to be Dead Drop, I think. He just exiled something. Oh, wow. It's going to be Necropolis Fiend. 4/5 flyer. You can pay X, tap it, exile X cards from your graveyard. He only has 1. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn. So we're in a bit of a strange race. We are going to block that champion, and he can't bring it back. Not until next turn anyways. Ooh, Crippling Chill. That's going to help us quite a bit. We are going to knock that demon down, and we're going to get in for 6. That demon's not going to come back next turn, and we maybe locked it away. We maybe locked it away. It all depends on what he draws here. He has to draw a Debilitating Injury and kill my Mystic. He's drawn a card. He's digging for it. Did he get it? Oh, he's casting something. No, he got it. Sorry, he didn't get it. I got it. He just tapped for the slow roll. So yeah, we won that match pretty handily. I have to imagine maybe he auto-submitted his deck, and that's what we saw that first turn with all the random lands and stuff and the multiple banners. Although we did see that Colossedon, so no idea what was going on that first game. The second game, he was clearly much more Abzan-y, but that didn't quite work out with him. We had just a very nice quick start with our deck. So yeah, that's a 2-color deck in Khans of Tarkir. It can happen, and it can be pretty good. Not just that Black-White Warriors deck. You can do basically anything 2 colors. They tend to be aggressive decks. As you saw, our deck was a lot of 2-drops, a lot of 3-drops, and then a very smattering of high stuff. Very familiar with other non-multicolor formats. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, let me know in the comments. You can always find me here on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter at The Mana Leak. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/The Mana Leak. That's leak, L-E-E-K, of course, like the vegetable. And yeah, if you have anything to let me, any suggestions or comments for future Wacky Wednesdays, things like that, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all next time.